So you've probably seen this double cross stitch logo on someone's jeans and thought, oh yeah, that's Ksubi. But what you might not know is that Ksubi's story is crazy. We're talking fame, chaos, bankruptcy, and a total comeback. Today I'm breaking down how Ksubi rose, fell, and came back even stronger, plus where they actually make their denim. So first, let's rewind to Sydney 1999. 3 friends, Dan, George, and Gareth, couldn't find jeans that they liked, so they did what any other creatives would do. They ended up making their own. Their first fashion show, absolute chaos. They released 200 live rats onto the runway. It literally went viral before going viral was a thing. That's how Ksubi was born. It was based on rebellion, the shock factor. Their jeans were ripped, painted, just perfectly imperfect. That box cross logo became a sign of rebellion. So by the early 2000s, celebrities like A$AP Rocky were wearing Ksubi. So this Aussie brand ended up becoming an international sensation. All in all, Ksubi just wasn't a fashion brand. It was a lifestyle. It was something that people wanted to be a part of and buy into. They've also collaborated with artists like Jeremy Scott, and they definitely pushed the boundaries with those. All of that energy, all of that shock factor, sometimes it does come at a cost, quite literally and figuratively. Behind the scenes, things were not as cool as what it seemed to be. By 2007, Ksubi had expanded way too fast, opening stores internationally and producing massive collections. Also, add in some business missteps in there and the global financial crisis, and boom, unfortunately, they ended up going bankrupt. Suppliers were unpaid, stores ended up closing. All that rebellious energy definitely came to an end at that time. So they definitely had the hype, they had the influence, they had the style, but they didn't have the finances at that time to sustain themselves. But this is a lesson of never staying down. We can always pick back up, dust ourselves off, and try again. Ksubi didn't stay down for that long. In 2010, new investors came in and they ended up doing a full reboot. First through General Pants Group and then through Breakaway Investments. They ended up bringing that raw energy back, but just with way more business sense this time around. All right, so then we're going to fast forward. They ended up doing collaborations with Travis Scott, and all of a sudden, just like that, Ksubi was back in everybody's closet. And as of 2024, they even brought back their creative director, Pip Edwards, and that definitely feels like a full circle moment for the brand. Now, I did mention before that I'm going to talk about where Ksubi makes their jeans, because this is something that I want to really talk about in these deep dives, if I can find it, where they make their clothes and where it comes from. So I want to mention what I was able to find online. I would say it seems like Ksubi has been evolving in their sourcing. So recently they launched a made in Europe selvage denim collection, and they are partnering with some of the best mills in the world in Europe. So I am going to read this part because I don't want to mess this up. So that's why I'm looking down. So we're talking about Candiani in Italy, Isco in Turkey, and Trophy Color in Portugal. These are all big names in denim manufacturers. But this is specifically where their higher end denim, their limited collaborations, that's where that comes from. Not everything is made in Europe. A lot of their core jeans or their core collections, not the premium, but just the regular inline assortment, the ones that you find in most of the retail stores that you go to, those ones are still manufactured in China. So that's how they can keep their prices somewhat sustainable, while also still maintaining that consistency that they do have. And back in the early days when they had first started, definitely some of their production was definitely based in Australia and Turkey. That is way before they went global and way before they have all of the demand that they have currently today. I would say their production is a mix of luxury, a mix of practicality. It's just the reality of things. Now we're going to fast forward to today. Ksubi is all over TikTok. So people love the fit, stretch, and how their jeans just feel expensive. You can definitely see all these different content creators, all these different TikTokers styling them up, styling down, pairing them with heels, boots, sneakers, jackets, whatever the case is, wearing them for all seasons, all 4 seasons. It's a very versatile brand. You can wear jeans at any time of the year. So you can definitely see that online, and people have been styling them to perfection. And I would say what I've seen online is that their quality does get a lot of praise, even though the prices are high, but it is worth it for the longevity of the quality of this denim. What's really cool is that how a lot of Black and minority creators have really embraced the message of the brand. It's unapologetic, it's confident, and it definitely fits into that streetwear culture, that streetwear style. I know that some people say like Ksubi left, they came back, and others say that Ksubi never went away. I am here to say wear whatever you want. So how did Ksubi do it? How are they still so relevant after all of these years? There's some brands that came out during the same time as then and nobody wears them anymore, you know? So how did they do it? How did they do it? I think that is a very, very good case study, studying this brand on how they literally went bankrupt and came back on top. One of the things is that they've managed to not lose their spark. People aspire to buy a pair of Ksubi jeans, leave the tag on the pocket, you know what I mean? It's something that is aspirational. So yeah, this brand is everything from releasing Rats to the Runway, from going bankrupt, and now they have this huge comeback with so many great styles that they offer. One thing that I really love about them, like they can have one style in a skinny jean, a barrel jean, a wide leg jean, a flare jean, and that is something that they do so well. I really do love that aspect of the brand. It works for Ksubi, and I love that it works for them. So some fit reviews that I have seen online and have heard in person, it kind of varies. There's a sales associate that she did say that the denim does stretch out over time. So I just bought a pair. I'm going to see that for myself. I'm not 100% sure. Others say to size up for that more slouchy, for that more relaxed fit, and others say it's true to size. If you have a store near you, I would highly recommend to go try them on, because I was trying to buy them online, but I was like, let me go to the store and try them on, and I'm glad that I did. I feel like because this brand was not founded originally in the US or Europe, it was founded in Australia. It gave way for more of an underground status. It's like, if you know, you know, like what you know about Ksubi, and that really often appeals to communities that like to be in the know, to those people that they want to be wearing the stuff that nobody knows about yet, etc., those trendsetters. So if this was a video that interests you, definitely hit that subscribe and like button. I am trying to do more fashion deep dives. This is something that I'm really passionate about and really interested in doing, and thank you guys so much for the support. So please also tell me in the comments if there's any brands that you want to see next. All right, muchos besos, bye.